Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today I just want to give you guys my opinion. We're going to be looking at a couple RWA altcoins, again, in the real world assets sector, ones that are on a pretty decent dip. We have talked about these tokens in the past on the channel, so if you want a more in-depth individual video covering the individual projects, you can find those videos on the channel. And as always, if you guys get value out of the video here today, if you guys could, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Support means a lot. That way we can keep up to date with what we're doing in the markets. I try to keep you guys up to date with the different projects we cover here and bring new ones to your attention early on. So if you take a look here at RWA, well, obviously we can see the market right now. Across the board, we are in a market dip. Obviously, for events that were explained in the previous video, if you guys missed that, go ahead and watch that. You can find out a little bit what is causing this dip here. But we can take a look across the RWA space. A lot of the projects are obviously down. Even big projects like Mantra, Ondo. I mean, these are ones that trade at multi-billion-dollar market caps, and they are still down 10%, 6%, only on the 7-day, even higher on the 24 hours. So when we take a look here at the markets, again, we can see that there is quite a bit of a discount going on. So if you do have either some capital on the side or a sidelined, or on some of these projects, if you saw them run up pretty quickly, get to a certain price or market cap, if you thought that you had missed the boat, well, now a lot of these projects have actually retraced further than where they were at at the beginning of the most recent run up. So if you take a look here, the first project we're going to talk about that I think is on a pretty decent dip right now is Parcel. Now, obviously, we've covered Parcel extensively multiple times on the channel, but it is, in my opinion, the top RWA platform and project on Solana. Now, we know Solana is a bullish ecosystem. Now, we take a look at Parcel. They are focusing on the real estate side of RWA, a part of RWA that we see covered, quite often. But, these guys, they have a working platform. You can bet on different prices of real estate markets. They're also backed by the Solana Ventures, Solana Foundation, Coinbase. They actually just got listed on Coinbase. We've been calling that trade for a while now. But again, so they focus on RWA. Pretty clean platform here. And again, they haven't had unlocks, up until recently, and now they're going to start having unlocks. But again, we're really just focusing on the price action right now. So if we look at the 1 month, obviously on the 7-day, it is down 31%. On the 1 day, it's down 14%. But if you take a look at the 1 month here, this thing ran up pretty aggressively leading up to that Coinbase listing. We can see right here the news got announced. It was trading around the 40-cent range, and then it shot all the way up to 61 cents and kind of held that for a bit. And then as we had put out in the Patreon, typical of a buy the rumor, sell the news event, and with the whole market shift here, we saw that when it actually got listed on Coinbase, again, alongside current market conditions, with the news of the recent FOMC meeting, we saw it kind of plummet from about those 55, 50-cent ranges to where we see right now. Now, it did dip all the way to 33 cents, and then it recovered to about 40 cents. And now, again, as we see the market go on that second dip downwards, we see it down again at the mid-30s range. So if you were looking at Parcel on those videos, or if you just had it on your watch list and you thought you had missed it at 61 cents, well, now this is almost a 50% retracement from those levels. Now, in my opinion, I do think when the markets turn around again and the climate gets a little bit more bullish, I do think Parcel is going to, in my opinion, quite easily take out 61 cents. I still think Parcel has a lot of room left in the tank for this project because of all the things we've talked about, being backed by Solana, being backed by Coinbase, being now on Coinbase, and, being, in my opinion, the top RWA play on Solana, which is already a hot blockchain and doesn't have a whole lot of quality, caps, low to mid cap projects in the RWA space that, like Parcel, that have so much bullish bullish catalyst going on for them. So again, that is why I am looking at Parcel here. Now, obviously, we have talked about it all summer long, so we've been DCAing Parcel, really around those primarily around 15 to 20 cent range. So you guys can actually find that on the channel. And sorry if I'm kind of stuttering here. It is pretty late here, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys. So I am kind of half awake, but I want to get this video out to you guys so that you guys had something to chew on. And because I think, dips, especially in a bull market, which is what we are still in, these are the times where if you are sidelined, or if you saw projects that were on your watch list that you were waiting for an entry on, but you never took that entry, and then you saw them run up, like Parcel as an example. These are the times you want to capitalize on. Now, obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. Just giving you guys my opinion here. But Parcel, to me, being at about a 50-cent retracement level from, just even like a couple days ago, is a pretty decent one. If you, again, had it on your watch list, if you're looking for an RWA play on Solana, then Parcel is it. That is project number one. Now, project number two is Bricken. Now, kind of the same thesis, whereas Parcel is on Solana, Bricken is on Base. Now, no argument there between the fact that Base and Solana are extremely hot ecosystems to pay attention to this cycle. But when we take a look at Bricken, it is down 15% on the 7-day, only down about 2% on the 1-day. Now, Bricken is a little different, whereas it doesn't really dip that much, honestly. But we did see Bricken earlier this year get to, over $1, and even locally here on the 1 month, it got up towards 60 cents. Now it is at 40 cents, so again, not as much of a dramatic or huge retracement as something like Parcel here, but Bricken does usually hold up quite well. But at a sub $30 million market cap, we take a look at Bricken. They have a fully doxed team, another one that we made a video on quite early on, but they focus on tokenization. Obviously, they were trying to tokenize everything, so they have quite high TVL total tokenized value as well across 14 different countries. You can see all the companies that they work with as well. And again, if you want to learn more about Bricken or Parcel, you guys can find the videos on the channel here. But either way, they have good backing here also. But when we look at the price action, if you ask me where I think Bricken's going to go, again, I think it's going to go much higher, surpassing even the 60-cent range we saw not even that long ago here. So I do think Bricken, if you're looking for an RWA play, a lower market cap RWA play that has a docs team, that has good backing, that has actually working product and looks like they're generating revenue, then Bricken on Base is definitely one that I would be considering here as well. So when we take a look, they are on Ethereum, BNB, and Base, but I think Base is the bullish aspect there in my opinion. So those are the first two, is Parcel and Bricken. Now, a new one that, we made a short about Lingo. We've talked about Lingo in the past as far as just bringing up maybe potential, upcoming catalyst events or upcoming RWA launches. Now, Lingo is one that has been building for a while, that has generated a lot of hype in the RWA space as far as newer TGEs to be happening here. Now, one thing that is interesting about Lingo, again, they did just launch literally, not even that long ago, about a week ago now, not even that. So there is a whole lot of room, for volatility here. But one thing about Lingo is that they don't have any token unlocks for the first 3 months, for the first 90 days after TGE. So we won't be seeing unlocks until about, I think, February, late February, I want to say, or March, around that time frame. So towards the end of Q1 2025. So that is something worth mentioning here. So if you think the markets could potentially rally before then this could be a decent trade. Now, one thing about Lingo, they are a RWA platform that actually, rewards, as far as like rewards people using the platform for like potential airdrops for their partnerships. So we take a look at just some companies that they're partnered with. We can take a look here. The only thing I don't like about Lingo is that their website, there's a lot going on here. So it makes scrolling it kind of a little bit of a pain. But if we see, Lingo surprises you with rewards at 3,000 plus brands across the 80 countries, thanks to their network of 100,000 plus hotels and gift card partner Phison app. So these are some of the companies I think either that they work with or they can get gift cards at. So stuff that obviously you recognize, like Nike, Netflix, Uber, Starbucks, IKEA, PlayStation, just to name a couple, or Sony, I should say. So those are just a couple of them. But either way, Lingo is definitely a new altcoin play, so expect some volatility, but again, no unlocks for the first 90 days. But they do have some insane backing or some insane partnerships as well for their platform. So Lingo is definitely one that I have my eyes on. But I said this in the other video, I don't think there's any reason to FOMO everything all in right now, but this is a great time to DCA, so to dollar cost average your way into positions if you've been waiting for pullbacks like this. Again, we saw Lingo climb up to about 60 cents. Now it's sitting at 40 cents. It even shot down to about mid 30s. So it could go down. It could go there. It could obviously keep dipping, as I don't think the markets are going to turn bullish immediately any day now. But you never know. This is why you just FOMO in whatever your plan is. Make a plan, or not FOMO inside. Do not do that. Just DCA in. Again, sorry, I am kind of tired, but I just want to get this video out for you guys. But either way, just DCA in, set a plan. You don't want to be buying something, as an example, like Lingo whenever it gets back up to 60 cents or $1, especially when you had the opportunity to buy at 30 cents, 40 cents, if you had that conviction, if you were waiting for one. And again, I just use that as an example, but in my opinion, if you're looking for RWA, like lower mid cap plays in the RWA space, depending on what your definition of low cap or mid cap is, to me, these are low caps. But either way, I'm looking at Parcel on Solana for an RWA play on Solana, Bricken on Base. And then the new one is, the new kid on the block is Lingo. Again, Lingo is also on Base as well. So you could go hand in hand with Bricken and Lingo. But again, Bricken has been out for a lot longer. They don't have as much dilution. They hold up quite well, and they are a lower market cap versus, Lingo does have eventually unlocks, but not immediately. I don't think that market cap is accurate on CoinMarketCap. So again, we're just talking about the price action here. But either way, guys, those are just 3 RWA plays that I just want to give you guys my opinion on. And really the thesis of this video is that, the retracements can apply to a lot of different projects. A lot of things are down, like Relio's down 25% on the 7-day. Probably most of that's just the last couple days here. So even something like Ondo being down, quite a bit just on today alone. Prop base is down 16%. Now, we haven't really seen anything really bounce. So this dip could obviously keep going. Soil down 17%. I'm just naming projects here in no particular order or reason. Something degen like HTS, which we've covered in the past, is down 26%, still at a super small cap. ArtFi down 28%. So the list can go on and on. So it doesn't have to be necessary any of these projects. And as always, don't buy or DCA something just because I'm talking about it. Do your own research. Have conviction behind any buyer project that you choose to get into. But let me know if you're looking at any of these projects that we talked about, whether it's Parcel, Bricken, or Lingo, or if there's any other RWA projects that we haven't talked about, or the ones that are on a decent dip that you're DCAing into. Comment them below, or any other questions you guys have. I try to answer all you guys' comments. I love helping you guys out down there, and I appreciate you guys for watching the video. And as always, if you want an optional way of supporting the channel, there is a Patreon linked below, or there is a Discord that you can get into as well. And if you guys got value out of today's video, if you guys could, and again, sorry for kind of stuttering there a few times. It's pretty late where I'm at, but I do think because this market is moving so fast, dips and pumps, coinciding together, this is the time you need to lock in. If you're waiting for, prices like this or dips to take action on, these are the moments you need to do so if that is part of your plan. But again, I digress. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys got value, please consider liking the video, commenting, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and sharing the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.